Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum friends. Welcome back to the latest transfer news episode that we have for you today. And welcome back to Football Gupshup. Please subscribe, press that like button as well. And let's start today's transfer news. And we have lots of news to report, plenty of news to be reported. So let's start with Manchester United. Now, this one has come in fresh. Manchester United have given Anthony's agent an offer to present to Ajax tomorrow. The bid is likely to be a more than what United were prepared to pay at the start of transfer window. So good news for Manchester United fans. We have got lots of Manchester United transfer news, and we want to go straight away into the big one, and it has to do with Milinkovic-Savic. We do know that Lazio have this good quality player that United were looking into quite a few times. Even I think 4 years back, they were looking into him quite seriously. Now, we do know that Milinkovic-Savic is a target for United. This news has been coming in from the from the Italian media, but right now the English media has started reporting on this. Manchester United have finally been in talks with the agents of Lazio midfielder Milinkovic-Savic. He would cost around 42 million pounds. So right now United are being pretty active in this transfer window. We're going to come to Rabiot as well as Casemiro. Let's wait and see what it has to do with the United ownership issue, because the news has been coming in. It all started with Elon Musk putting in a tweet that he's in for United. Is it a joke or is it serious? We do not know yet. But then Malakians from Beyond the Pitch has reported that there is some serious interest. We could hear some news in 2 months' time to 6 months' time. Glazers have put the club on sale through their banking intermediaries. That means they are willing to sell the shares of the club. They want to sell Manchester United. Now, the figure which has been coming inside the media is around 5 billion to 6 billion. That's a big amount of money for a club such as Manchester United. Now, what does that mean in terms of transfer wise? Will Erik ten Hag get to spend in this transfer window? Will he get to spend with new amount of money coming from the new owners in January transfer window, or next summer? Will United get that kind of backing in terms of finance for spending big in transfer window? Now, these are all speculations, but we should go to what is currently present right now. Now, Sir Jim Ratcliffe wants to buy a stake in Manchester United, even it's for sale. And a spokesman for Ratcliffe confirmed that he would welcome the chance to talk to the Glazer. The club is for sale. Jim is definitely a potential buyer. So there you go. Jim Ratcliffe putting in his name in the hat. So he might be interested into that. Now we're going to come to Casemiro. Manchester United have received encouragement in the pursuit of Casemiro. Real Madrid have made it clear that they will not stand in the way if the Brazilian want to go. Now there are multiple different kind of reports coming in. Now, what does that mean actually? Are United in for Casemiro? Does Casemiro want to leave Real Madrid for Manchester United? Do Ancelotti wants to let go of Casemiro and have Tchouameni in the midfield of Kroos and Modric? Now, there are multiple reports coming in from Spain, from England, and it's all has to do with the perspective of what United are looking right now currently in the market. We do know that United were in for Frankie de Jong. Frankie de Jong is seeming to be an interest which is might kind of not happen, and it can happen but it cannot happen. So it's more tilting towards it cannot happen. So for that reason, United are still inside the market for a premium midfielder, for a premium defensive midfielder. They're willing to spend big on the likes of Casemiro. Now, will they get Casemiro? That's another story. So far, we do know that United are willing to offer him much more what he's getting right now at Real Madrid. Now, we're going to come to another name, which was quite a surprise, and I was quite astonished that United were linked with that player, and that is João Felix. Now, despite reports, Manchester United have not made a bid for Atletico Madrid João Felix. Now, this you have to take with a pinch of salt, because there is a twist to the story, which I'll come back to it later. And it apparently says that apparently with João Felix, the case was that his release clause is 360 million euros. United apparently offered around 130 million euros, which was rejected straight away by Atletico Madrid, saying that they need the player. They're not looking to sell him. And for that reason, 130 million euros bid was rejected. Now, United, on the other hand, didn't want this news to come out. For that reason, they have completely denied that they're in for João Felix. Now, Atletico Madrid have said that they have no intention of selling João Felix to Manchester United and have no intention of accepting 50 million euros for Matheus Cunha. So, Atletico Madrid, again, coming full cylinders with this news that they're not interested to sell their prime players such as Cunha as well as João Felix. Now we will go back to the story regarding Manchester United linked with Casemiro. Now Manchester United are ready to double Casemiro's current week salary, which is 250,000 euros per week. So that means that will come around 400,000 euros, which is around 350,000 pounds a week, which is a lot of money. And United are willing to pay that amount for him. Now, will Casemiro wants to join Manchester United? For that, it is saying that Real Madrid do not want to sell Casemiro, but it will be his decision. So they have put this case in the players' code, Real Madrid saying that they have no intention, but it's the player decision. What does that mean? That means Real Madrid wouldn't mind that if Manchester United would want to bid for him because they got the likes of Chumani and Kamavinga, so they have no problem in terms of letting him go as long as they're getting his fee, and it's not going to be a low fee, it's going to be a quite big one. The player has received a written proposal by Manchester United, and their salary offer is dizzying. So there you go, guys. Will Casemiro would want to get this move? Let's see what he will decide. Of course, they will be part of what his family thinks and what does he think. He knows that Manchester United are not in Champions League and Real Madrid are in Champions League. And would he want to move away from a championship winning team to a Manchester United which is currently struggling right now? Let's see what his decision will be. Now we will move on to other club stories, and we do know that Rabiot is over. It has been reported that United have written to Juventus. It's all over. It's not going to happen. So Rabiot with Juventus is over. It's not going to go on. Now we will come to another transfer story. It has to do with Everton. We do know that Dele Alli is a surplus at Everton and he can move on to the other club. Agreement between Dele Alli and Besiktas for a loan with an option to buy is done. The Englishman is expected to arrive in Turkey in the coming hours, so he will leave Everton. So good news for Everton fans. And right now we will go to another news, and it has to do with Bernardo Silva. PSG ready to offer 59 million pounds to Manchester City for Bernardo Silva. So Manchester City are quietly waiting for the offers to come in. They're not going to sell for less. They are expecting it to go to upwards of 80 million pounds, maybe a little bit over than that. So let's see what will happen in regarding to that. Now, coming back to another news, we're going to come to Chelsea. Wesley Fofana is desperate to join Chelsea. Personal terms are not an issue, and the centre half will join on a 6 plus 1 year deal if the two clubs can reach an agreement on the fee. So there you go. Wesley Fofana is still waiting for the agreement to happen between the clubs. So let's see what happens in that case. Now, there's another news regarding Barcelona. It has to do with Emerick Aubameyang. Now, we do know that if he leaves Barcelona, there are two clubs currently right now who are interested. One of them is Chelsea. Manchester United were interested in him, but it says that United are not interested right now. So there you go. Now, we are going to go forward with some other news, and this one has to do with Manchester United and Borussia Dortmund. It has been reported that Manchester United are interested in signing Thomas Meunier from Dortmund and plan to sell Aaron Wan-Bissaka back to Crystal Palace for just 10 million pounds. So don't know if this will happen or not, but United are looking at so many players right now, and you can see the turnovers of the players which have been reported in the media is a lot. So let's see what happens in the case of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Now, we will be also reporting to you about another story with Manchester United. This came in today morning, but it has been dismissed by Leeds United. Apparently, Manchester United are looking for a number 2 for David De Gea, and that's why they were linked to Ilan Meslier is considered untouchable by Leeds United, but United were in for him, and they've said that they're no interest of selling him. United were also looking at another goalkeeper, and that was of Mönchengladbach, and that goalkeeper is Sommer, who is the Swiss international, and he has said no to the move because he knows this is World Cup year and he wants to play regularly. He doesn't want to play a second option. And hello JSK, thank you very much for tuning in. Your team is in the mud, bro. Yeah, that's true. That's true. No denying in that. You know, it's complete shambles. It's more than shambles. But remember one thing, whenever you hit rock bottom, there's only one place to go, and that is up. And with this new ownership coming in, hopefully these new owners will be better than what we have currently right now with Glazers, and things will look quite okay. So let's see what happens going into the future. Now, we are going to also be reporting about another Chelsea ex-player, which is Willian. He is expected at Fulham training ground today to complete a permanent move. So he'll be coming back to England and playing in Premier League. Now we'll go to West Ham United. West Ham United have completed the signing of Thilo Kehrer from PSG. The fee is around £10 million plus some add-ons with a 4-year contract. So West Ham United are doing pretty good in the transfer market, adding good quality players such as Kerr, and they're looking for more. So let's see what happens going into the future. And I think West Ham United are looking for at least 2 to 3 more signings. Let's see if they'll be able to get them over the line. Now we're going to go over to another news, and we will be speaking about Manchester City. Apparently, they have sent out a player, Issa Kabore, from their academy and for a season-long loan with an option to buy to Marseille for 20 million euros. So Manchester City once again trying to make some sales. Let's see what happens. And this is what has been reported. Now we're going to come to Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace have made an initial offer of around 25 million euros to Watford for Ismail Assar, and that bid has been rejected. Watford are seeing that if they can get around 35 to 40 million euros, let's see what if Crystal Palace will go with another bid. And it seems that Leeds United will also hurry up their offers and see if Leeds United will be willing to settle with them. And there might be a third team who might get interested, and that might be Newcastle United, because Newcastle United are right now currently speaking to Watford for João Pedro, and they're looking to see if they could be a £20 million fee accepted plus £10 million in add-ons, and if they can speak to Watford regarding Ismail Assar. So let's see what happens on that front. Now, Manchester United were also reported in multiple players' names, and one of them is being Christian Pulisic. They are trying to find out if Chelsea are willing to let him go on loan, and so far nothing has been reported on the response of Chelsea towards this. So I think it's a developing story. We'll see what happens with this. I think Chelsea are looking to let go of Callum Hudson-Odoi as well as Pulisic. So let's see what they will do, because they themselves are looking for many players to come in. So they will have to release some players in order to get those new players. So let's see what happens on that front. Now we'll come to Real Madrid. Marco Asensio is no longer part of Carlo Ancelotti's squad, and Real Madrid are looking to sell him because he's just got 1 year on his contract. AC Milan and AS Roma are currently the clubs most interested in his signature. So let's see, will Jose Mourinho go back for his old boy, and will he get him, or will Maldini try to get him? He has been a long-term target for AC Milan. So let's see, what does he choose? Will he choose AC Milan, or will he choose to play for Jose Mourinho's Roma? Now, we will come back to that original story of where Manchester United were linked with 3 Chelsea players, and they were Callum Hudson-Odoi, Hakim Ziyech, as well as Christian Pulisic. So far, nothing has come up in terms of development that are United going to go for them, because United have been linked with so many players that it seems to be like it's a circus or some sort of thing, because United will be linked to so many names in the coming days that almost it will be like, oh no, you can refuse this one because don't think so there's anything into this. Can't expect Chelsea to let their 3 players go and join their rivals such as United. I don't think so there's any truth into this, but I can understand certainly that why would United be interested in Pulisic. It might be due to the fact they're looking for a winger, and they're looking to see how much are Chelsea willing to at least accept for him, a loan or maybe a permanent purchase. Maybe that's the reason. But with this latest Antony's development, I think United are still in for Antony. Antony has worked with Erik ten Hag, and Erik ten Hag wouldn't set for anything less than Antony. So right now, this has been the news so far, and I'm just gonna make sure that there is anything remaining. So far, the latest news which has come in has to do with Watford, that João Pedro is still in discussion between Watford and Newcastle United. So let's see what happens between those 2 clubs. Hopefully we'll get to find out more tomorrow, and in that regards, we will find out what happens. Now, regarding West Ham United, Emerson deal has been put off. No agreement on salary despite close to be completed with Chelsea. So Chelsea insisted that they wanted around £20 million, but so I think West Ham United are backing off from this move. So as I told you earlier, West Ham United are in for 3 players, and Emerson was one of them. So that means they're backing off. They will go into the market and look for some other players as well. Now, in regards to other news, so far, there is nothing new which has been reported other than what I have given to you. There is one more news which is to do with Napoli. Napoli are set to sign Ndombele from Tottenham as the fee was agreed days ago. So the personal terms have been agreed. Medical is scheduled in on Thursday, and 1 million loan fee, which is in euros, as well as 30 million euros as a buy option. So there you go, guys. And Ndombele will finally get his move to Napoli, and his time at Tottenham is coming to an end. Now, we do know that there are other transfer news developing at the moment, but so far today it was Manchester United. Wolves have completed the Matheus Nunes deal from Sporting Lisbon. The contracts are now signed, 45 million euros plus 5 million euros in add-ons. So medical will be completed, and he will be a new Wolves player. Contract is going to be until 2027. So there you go, guys. This is what has been. Ajax have sold shares to Torino on a permanent deal. 12 million euros is the fee. So there you go. That's what will happen. It's an initial loan, and then it will be turned out into a permanent purchase. So guys, this is what we have. And Brighton, I did report it yesterday. They were in for Estupinal, and they have announced it today on their website that they've signed him on permanent deal, and that means Brighton have got the replacement of Cucurella. So we know that Estupinan is a brilliant player for Villareal, and I'm sure that he will be for Brighton as well as for Potter. So guys, this is the news update that we have. Hopefully there'll be more news coming in for tomorrow. Please do tune in for tomorrow afternoon transfer session, and we'll be giving you many more updates. If you have any questions, please mention in the comment section, and please do subscribe to the channel. We are looking for as much as support we can. Please guys, do subscribe. Let your friends know about this channel. We are trying to grow big on YouTube, and we really do need your support. Please be humble enough to subscribe and press that like button as well. And please give in your suggestions in the comment section if you want us to add anything. So thank you very much for reporting, for coming in and for tuning in.